Greetings and howdy howdy. Today I'm coming to you from Gunston Hall, the home of George Mason, one of the founding fathers of the United States. I just took a nice tour of the home. Oh, I've sat right in front of my drink. That's the visitor center you're seeing in the background. I didn't see a sheets along the way, so I've just got water from the water fountain in my cup today. I'll find the sheets on the way home though and refill my big jug. Today is Sunday, August the 14th at almost 4 p.m. and again I am trying to get this done before the rain starts. It's gotten rather cloudy while we were on the tour. There's a very nice museum and visitor center in the building behind me. I'm at the picnic area. You might be able to see a few more tables back there before the trash cans, before the building. But apparently this land was donated to the state of Virginia. And I think they said it's the Colonial Dames Foundation that actually runs it. I found it on Groupon, and so I invited my friend Judy to come along. My friend from Arizona that I met at my first nature hike when I came back to Virginia at the Leopold's Preserve. Right directly in front of me we saw two deer grazing in this open pasture as we parked the car. The Masons came to the colonies in the late 1600s and worked as stonemasons. Apparently in England you got your last name by your profession, and his grandfather was a stonemason, so that's how he got the name Mason. I'm not sure what Pierce would translate to in old-time England. I don't think they had pierced ears back then. I don't know. I'll have to look that up. But anyway, he was apparently not from gentry. The tour guide, who did a very good job, the docent, I guess is really what they're called, said that the grandfather had fought on English Civil War and was on the wrong side, so he figured he better come over here. But in Stafford County, there was a community of other Civil War losers that he already had a network, so he was able to start a stonemason business here and ended up buying thousands of acres all the way up to Ohio, what's currently West Virginia. And in this area, there was 5,000 or 50,000, I think, acres originally that he owned in here, what's called Mason Neck area of Virginia. We may stop by the Mason Neck State Park as we leave. Apparently it's only right next door. That was one of the parks that was in the state park system when I worked as a chief park ranger at Sky Meadows. Anyway, this gives you a little brief overview of George Mason's Gunston Hall. It was a beautiful home. I just posted a few pictures on the CP59Fit Instagram page, which transfers over to my personal Facebook page, but you can, if you're on Facebook and not Instagram, you can find me at CP59 spelled out fit on Facebook. But for some reason I can't get the pictures to post directly from the phone. So I won't make this too terribly long, but thank you for joining. This again is in the Mason Neck area of Virginia. It is a home of one of the founding fathers. Actually, Mount Vernon is just two bays up the river. That was George Washington's mansion, home, probably plantation. This was a plantation at one point in time. They had enslaved workers here, but apparently he was trying to end the slave trade, even as the Declaration of Independence and the U.S. Constitution was being written. It took another 100 years for the Civil War to actually do it. But it was a topic of conversation. That's how politics work in this country. It takes an extremely long time once the idea comes up to actually get anything done. But that's just normal. It's not new. It's been going on ever since the colonies and the Revolutionary War. It's quite nice to be sitting here on this hallowed ground of history where one of the forefathers inherited this land from his grandfather and then raised his family. 12 children, 3 of them died fairly young. And then his first wife died after the 12th from childbirth complications, but 4 months later. They didn't have all the medicines then that they have today. But I'm not going to make this real long, but the channel is Chilling with Chip. If you subscribe at the little C over here or down below, there's a subscribe button. There's also a Koji link down below if you want to find my other channels and other ways to reach out to me. Even if you want to give a tip, you can hit is my content meaningful to you, or something like that. But I want to thank the docent here, the foundation. It's a wonderful spot. If you're in this area, I highly recommend it. I think it was like $10 for 2 of us on Groupon, so a great deal. I'm looking for some more. Not necessarily for this place, but other places in the area that I haven't seen. And I'm sure this was here as I was growing up. I just never came to it. So I'm glad to be back and figuring out a lot of our history. Love you. Have a great day. Bye-bye. God bless.